This segment is brought to you by Dad Gang Hats. Dad Gang makes the highest quality hats in the apparel industry because they use premium materials, pay close attention to detail, and prioritize durability and comfort. With so many styles, colors, and designs, they absolutely have the right hat for you and the dad in your life. Use code BENCHED76826. That's BENCHD 76826 for 15% off your first purchase. Shop Dad Gang Hats. Quality hats for quality dads. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Benched. My name's Joey, joined by my brother and host, Angel. What's up, big dog?
Hello.
Episode number 101. Yeah. We begin the march to episode 500. That's part of the next time we celebrate.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Yeah.
500?
If we keep doing 3 shows a week, that's in 2.5 years.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there together, us, and then you guys watching. We'll get there.
Joey here, Angel here. Then over at the, we haven't named the desk yet. There's been a couple names thrown out.
Couple rejections, harsh rejections.
Yep. But over at the desk, Gabe, current registered owner of the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, sir.
AJ Woodson, welcome back, fellas.
What up?
So give me describe your first episode here on the mic. I know Gabe's not your first episode, but your first episode with everyone. Thoughts?
Watching it back, I was pretty low energy. That is not who I am. Little bit of nerves. Yeah. I don't know why, because we do this every day anyway.
Yeah. Right. Well, Gabe, how'd you feel?
I was great. I don't know about you. I felt amazing.
Fantastic.
I felt amazing.
If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the show.
Hi.
If you're new to the channel, go and like the video and subscribe to the channel. We do episodes 3 days a week, no matter what. All year long. So join in with us. We'll be going straight through the offseason. Free agency is heating up.
Yeah.
NFL teams are going nuts.
Yep.
There was over $100 million in safety salary alone cut today.
Wow. You can get any type of safety you want. In the box? Okay, we got one.
Yeah.
Free safety, strong safety, any kind of safety variation.
People getting cut, people getting signed,
some
all sorts of things going on. We'll catch you up on as much as we can of it. But episode 101, welcome to the show. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Tin Cup against someone's wall, however you listen to the show, welcome.
And thank you
to the audio version of Benched. I gotta stop saying Benched for the Toba Brothers because we're many now.
Now we're benched. We're all benched together.
Yeah, we're all benched
together with the brothers.
Bunch of benches.
And then of course follow us on the socials.
That one didn't land.
Yeah, Benched with the brothers. Can I say that? I could say
that.
You can say that. You can say it.
I feel like Mexican people could say a lot more than
I will refrain from this conversation.
The other people.
That's incredible that you're the one that's actually being the voice of reason here.
Every now and then, Angel will decide to have morals. Like every now and then. And it's usually when he can morally signal. Angel is such a freaking, what do you call it? Gen X? Or no, Gen Z? Angel has too much Gen Z in him sometimes.
I'm a millennial, first off.
Yeah, we got some Gen Z traits sometimes.
Yes, I do.
As the nation.
Loud and proud.
As the nation listens to our President, Commander-in-Chief, Joe Biden, give the State of the Union address, we sit in the garage and discuss very similar topics.
Yeah. That means just
the safety market, free agency, and the impending draft.
Yep.
So really, a lot of us doing very important things tonight, including Joe Biden and the rest of those politicians, those dirty, dirty politicians. Can we say that?
Oh, yeah.
Can we all agree with that? The social.
I'm not saying anything. The fact that I'm not saying anything.
See what I'm saying? So this is one of the moments you're picking.
I'm just choosing. I won't say anything.
Can we all recognize Angel's new sweater? It's one of my favorite ones he's bought. He's gonna love this.
Gymnastics.
What?
I pointed it out to him. I was like, that's just gonna point to.
Men do gymnastics too.
No,
right?
I understand that, but like when I see that word, I just think women's sports.
Are you not supporting women's sports?
No.
Oh.
That's at Gabriel Tovar.
Gosh,
on all platforms.
Equal opportunist here. And come the Olympics, I'll be supporting men and women in the Olympics.
Yeah, someone's not getting the invite to his niece's
watch the Olympics.
ballet.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay, that's women's sports, big guy.
That's not, no,
women's sports.
That's cute.
You piece of crap.
That's cute.
Unbelievable.
Let's get away from politics. This is going exactly how I thought politics would go. Let's get to socials real quick. Search at Bench Show, spelled just like this, and we're putting all sorts of stuff up there. Clips from the show, breaking news, just maybe some Some of us getting a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Just a look into our lives. All the good stuff that you really want to see in your feed.
Yeah, we're nearly in the dark abyss of football where nothing's happening.
Yeah,
this is the good part right here.
I watched some shows today, and people are starting to talk about some nonsense.
Yeah,
They're really getting low on the chain, and we're gonna join them. I got a couple of tweets up that I wanted to see as we open the show.
About to dive in.
AJ, what you got? Okay, this man is supposed to be wrapping up his career. This is King Derrick Henry.
He really is the king.
Jeez. I literally traded him for my fantasy team last year because I thought he's done. His body's breaking down. Look at him.
Yeah. Yep. I wonder if this equates to health on the field. Because he hasn't been healthy. He's been working out for like a couple of years. So.
He was healthy last year.
He was pretty healthy last year. He just didn't get a lot of run.
He was very healthy last year.
He's one of the guys where he goes to the right team. That might be a Super Bowl, little cherry on top.
Well, I know a team that would probably want him and is probably going to sign him. Gabe, how do you feel about him going to the Packers?
I would love it. We had this conversation earlier. I would love just two vets playing with Jordan Love next year.
Yeah.
Love it.
Aaron Jones is going to look over and say, that's not A.J. Dillon. That's Derrick Henry.
That's Derrick Henry, baby.
That's right.
That's like A.J. Dillon times a billion.
He's not the only vet putting it in. My guy. Switch to the next one. My guy, the mountain himself, Lane Johnson.
Look at those legs.
Picking up 705 pounds like it was nothing.
Yeah, good for him. He looks
And
great.
throwing it down. Look at that.
Also supporting Fruit of the Loom. Yeah,
So is there an advantage to doing this in your underwear?
looks cooler.
Is that an advantage or just he got hot?
Yeah.
And we're in the dead of winter.
Let your balls breathe a little bit. I get it.
Yeah. But anyways, he looks great. Glad Lane's coming back, especially with Jason Kelsey moving on. What else we got? Okay, Gabe.
Yeah, this one.
Here's your boy, Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
Breaking bread with the enemy.
Yeah.
Matt Eberflus there just saying, hey,
Justin Fields is pretty good.
yeah.
I would keep him and trade Caleb Williams.
What do you think I should do? Gabe, explain this, man. I mean, how do Packer fans feel about this? It's pretty old school fan base.
Keep your enemies close, I guess.
That's too close.
Rubbing thighs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it, but at the same time, it could be some, hey,
Like there was a couple moments where their knees touched and they didn't and they didn't move it for like a second. They kind of let it.
I mean, the good thing about that conversation, like LaFleur could always point back, like, hey, guess what? I've never lost to your team before.
You really never see this.
No.
Like, you don't see opposing coaches on, like, rival teams.
in the same division.
Like you don't even see.
I will
the
say
big
this
ones.
much. I will say this on a night that we're having tonight where politicians are going back and forth. It is nice to see two sides come together, even if for a sport.
I don't think either fan base would echo that sentiment.
No.
That's as hard as I can hit, man.
I don't ever
have
want to
anything
see
else.
like Bill Belichick break bread with like whoever the hell he beat in that old Super Bowls,
If
or
you-
Andy Reid
If
with
you
Antonio
think
Pierce.
I want to see the Paisan himself, Nick Sirianni, sitting down with big fat Mike McCarthy,
yeah,
no way.
yeah, no,
I don't want to see it.
yeah. This is I wouldn't like this. My coach hates everybody, so he would never do this.
Pretty much. I mean, I think the Vikings are seeing this and thinking, sweet,
Sweet,
it's exactly where we want them.
it's two fools.
Division's ours.
Yep, it's
What
ours.
else- What else we got, AJ? Okay, now Angel, you brought you and Pound Table this almost as soon as Belichick announced his retirement. Peyton Manning is pursuing Bill Belichick to join Omaha Productions. If Manning were to sign with Belichick, the idea of teaming up with ESPN and create a Belichick and Nick Saban Manningcast is expected to be broached.
Yeah, the just pure football knowledge between Nick Saban and Bill Belichick. You have to put that together. Both of which one retired because he wants to retire. Another one is looking for a job. But still, if this is like their next phase of professionalism, sign me up. God, that podcast would be fantastic.
Okay, so Bill Belichick and Nick Saban are commenting in a Manningcast-esque style on a Monday Night Football game. Are you watching them do it, or are you watching the Manning brothers?
the Manning brothers at least add some humor. I can't really see them being like funny. They would be more like,
be pure information.
Yeah.
exactly. I think only like diehard fans would love to watch that, but the casual fans, like, yeah, I'm going back to the Manning
Yeah,
brothers.
I love the idea of those two Mount Rushmore coaches
for
being
sure.
together, but I feel like practically speaking, they're
boring.
probably not the best to work with each other, like in the media world.
Oh, they get sick of each other. Just
Yeah.
trying to one-up each other with knowledge every time they spoke.
No, these are two professionals. They'll do a great job. I have the utmost confidence in these two men. It would be pretty boring at sometimes, though.
It's very true.
I don't know.
What else we got? All right, Gabe. I got this one for
Oh,
Gabe.
come on.
Mike Tyson
I am
announces
football related.
he is fighting Jake Paul July 20th, AT&T Stadium. Gabe, How fast are you purchasing this?
I'm not purchasing this at all. Boxing is already dying as it is, and now you got this coming out. I love
it's
Tyson.
about to be saved.
It's not about to be saved.
Jake Paul.
Tyson can't save it with his age, and Jake Paul is
Look at Mike Tyson.
everything that's wrong with today's society. Like honestly,
How old is Mike Tyson now? Does anyone know? Yeah, he's over 50.
He's over 50.
I think he's 53.
Yeah, look at him,
He's
man.
53.
I mean,
he still looks fantastic.
He looks great.
in football terms, this is like Brett Favre coming back to
That's what I was going to
go
ask you. Did you
against
see that tweet
Zach
too?
Wilson.
Yeah, so I saw a tweet asking that same question, like, what is this football term? So what'd you say?
I said Brett Favre
Yeah.
coming back to duel against Zach Wilson.
Okay, yeah.
2 Jet legends.
Wow, so you don't think much of Jake Paul at all?
No.
Zach
Not at all.
Wilson.
Not at all.
I had it more Tyson being Joe Flacco, kind of the guy who still has a fastball, and if he catches you, he could beat you. But most likely he's going to get, he's going to beat. And I got Jake Paul being Will Levis. Is he good? I don't know. Every now and then, he'll throw a punch. And
People tell me he's good. I don't know for myself.
But yeah, I mean, Gabe, you want to pick this fight real quick?
Tyson.
You think so, really?
I really don't care, but I'm gonna say the experienced fighter Tyson.
More likely to watch this or that Pacquiao Mayweather rematch that's brewing?
Pacquiao. Mayweather for sure.
Yeah. How old are those guys?
Pretty old.
Mayweather's, I think he's 50.
Is there no one like young, upcoming in boxing anymore?
That's not what I'm saying. Like boxing's dying. Like
They're really getting all they can out of Tyson
got
and Pacquiao.
Tank Davis and Haney, but even those guys, like you can't do what boxing did in the 80s and 90s.
Well, Ryan Garcia, the next up and coming guy, he's making friends all around the world.
He's making too many friends right now.
Pray for Ryan Garcia, guys.
Yeah,
Pray for lift him up in your prayers.
If you get eyes on him, tell him to go away fast. My boy's about to get.
We got one more.
Oh,
more.
my bad. What else we got?
Sheesh.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, you know who I'm siding with right here. You know exactly who I'm siding with right here.
Let me read it for the people. ESPN, Pat McAfee, and Stephen A. Smith, the two guys who are making the majority of the money, as my mom FaceTimes me, who are making the majority of the money, have had an explosive argument over creative differences, go figure, leading Smith to ban Pat McAfee from First Take. McAfee reportedly called Smith an MFer.
Wow. Holy crap.
I mean...
I'll side with Pat McAfee here. For the boys, for the regular people, Pat McAfee, I don't even care if he was wrong.
I got a couple questions. Number one, it's so explosive that there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
Like, this cannot be a total lie.
No.
Right?
No, and there's been public stuff that McAfee has said that not everyone at ESPN likes me there. Not everyone thinks I'm the greatest, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though he's killing it everywhere he goes because he's Pat McAfee.
Yeah, they've really gone about their way at ESPN very differently. Stephen A. Smith has been reprimanded and taken it on the chin from the ESPN higher uppers, and he's just taken it and been a good soldier.
Yeah.
McAfee has not.
Nope.
McAfee called out one of the executives. He went on the All the Smoke podcast and clarified how much he called him out and said, "I don't have a boss." So going at this very different ways. So you could see how McAfee would rub Stephen A. the wrong way, but can you imagine those two getting into it?
Yeah, it's probably Stephen A. Smith, super long words, and then McAfee just saying, "You motherfucker."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how long do you give Pat McAfee at ESPN? Over under 2 years.
Under.
Yeah,
I think he's gone. I don't think. Look, he's great for College Game Day. Oh my God, is he great?
Dynamite.
First Take, I don't like him on there. I think it's just you can have two very strong rivers as long as they just don't intersect. This is just two different types of characters.
I mean, at some point, is it Stephen A.'s fault that no one's working on First Take? Like, no one? Like, he just keeps cycling out guys? I guess Shannon Sharp's working out, but that's not quite the dynamic they're looking for.
No, I think Stephen A. honestly might be a little bit scared here. McAfee has a following, dude.
Yeah.
This guy has a legion behind him.
He's also the only guy that's been holding up ESPN for a couple of years now. Like, I don't watch ESPN, but guys that do watch ESPN always say it's because of him.
Right. He's kind of last man standing.
Exactly.
Stephen A., right?
But I'll tell you what, I thought about this earlier. If either of them were to walk away from ESPN, McAfee would do a hell of a lot better. Than Stephen A. Smith would do. Stephen A. Smith's kind of just a dying breed of a sports reporter of yesteryear.
Yeah.
In First Take, I don't know. Days numbered?
No. They'll drag that shit on as long as
I
they
mean, it's
can.
getting good numbers still, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't mind it as much with Shay Shay.
Yeah.
With Unc.
Shannon Sharp.
It's less like screaming at you, arguing, and more just kind of like
I love Shannon Sharp.
Entertainment.
Just kind of shooting
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you said nobody's worked out. I mean, did those guys work? Did Kellerman work? Did I mean, Skip
Gone.
doesn't work anywhere.
Yeah, Skip's terrible.
Shout out to Skip Bayless and your 25 viewers.
Yeah, he see those numbers historically low.
55
Terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Skip has just taken L's for years.
Yeah, because he has the most insensitive prick in the business, dude.
You know what? I don't know. Are you guys the same way? Like, I have no memories of Skip Bayless watching ESPN growing up.
Oh, I do. Just because reactions from Stephen A. Smith about what he said.
Really?
How
I'm
Tim
talking about like growing up, like as a kid.
Yeah, I remember him saying
wow.
that Tim Tebow was a bigger pool than LeBron James and Kobe Bryant.
I guess we were kids at different times too.
Yeah,
That's-
it's
yeah.
true. You're really old.
I remember Stuart Scott and those boys.
SVP and
SVP
Berman.
Russillo
with-
and-
yeah.
Yeah, but I have zero memories. I mean, he's been around. He's been there.
He's also a diehard
Cowboys.
Cowboy fan.
Yep.
Diehard,
Yep.
so the world can get together and hate on him. So I do remember that.
He loves Kawhi Leonard. The world hates Kawhi
Oh
Leonard.
yeah. I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Is
Just
he?
chose a side.
He's someone who was against LeBron for LeBron.
He was against LeBron.
I forgot. I don't pay
hates
attention to
LeBron.
the guy. Is that it?
Oh,
yeah. Okay, I don't pay attention to him.
He thought Kobe Bryant's last contract was like a total waste.
Yep.
That was his word
Yep.
exactly.
So real superstar.
Real, yeah. Just
Lovable guy.
Real great guy.
Any anti-Kobe person is not a friend of the show. I'll tell you that right
Me
now.
and Angel talk about this all the time. Fox had a moment where they could have taken
Oh yeah.
ESPN.
Yep.
They
Yep.
could have taken over, and they just hired the wrong guys.
Yep.
They didn't hire the wrong guys. They gave, like, Skip Bayless mainly. I don't know if Colin has worked out exactly how they thought it would. Like, it's still a big show, but hasn't exactly taken over anything over at ESPN. But they had a moment where they could have killed it. They could have owned it.
Yeah, but
Cornered the market, as
they
say.
didn't seize it, and now it's just kind of everybody has a little piece of the pie now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
101 episodes, baby. Let's get to the news. Okay, we're back here with the news. Let's get first to my guys possibly doing a big move here. I mean, I didn't see this coming because Howie just doesn't spend money on running backs. But when I saw this, a little bit of pee leaked out. Saquon Barkley and the Eagles appear to have mutual interest. God.
Holy hell.
Saquon and the Eagles. I mean, what do you... I mean,
I
I
wonder-
didn't know what to think of that.
The deal they give him would be interesting. I wonder if he gets a 1-year deal.
You got to imagine he's looking for 3 years, 30-something million. I think that's what he's looking for. I just don't think the Eagles give him that. Like, not a chance.
I think he gets a 1-year deal from Philly. I think if Saquon, I think he's enough of a team player to do a 1-year deal with Philly to see if he can win a championship with them.
You know what I think? I think this is him trying to squeeze a little more money out of the Texans.
Texans can pay him a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, Houston can, the Colts can, and obviously the Commanders and all they can, but yeah, you can get a lot of money from one of these teams.
I think that's what this is.
There's a little bit of posturing.
I'd be so surprised if the Eagles signed Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, it's very unlike
Yeah, he just
Eagles to sign someone like that.
last year's entire running back room was making less than like $7 million.
And to be honest, I think Swift is
He's
good.
he's also a free agent.
I know, but I would rather sign Swift. No, I don't say that.
I was gonna say, where are you going with that?
I mean, like, I'd be okay just signing Swift and not put my money towards Saquon.
There's so many running backs out there. I just can't see him jumping at a big dollar free agent right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not his way.
Yeah.
He's gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
Unless he changes everything he's ever done about running back, he's gonna wait until
We'll see.
the market kind of clears out, the first wave goes away, and is Tony Pollard still out there?
Yeah.
Is AJ Dillon? I could see him liking that guy.
There's a lot of
So we'll see. I'm not buying it, but pretty exciting.
God, that'd be pretty cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What else we got to do? All right, Gabe. Keep an eye on Tyler Boyd and David Bakhtiari for the Jets in free agency. When I saw this, I thought Bakhtiari, of course. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
He's gonna go. He's been going to the Jets since last year.
Yeah, he's been
It
crying.
was always going to happen.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd to the Jets is nice.
because opposite of
Garrett Wilson.
Wilson, there's not really much. Lazard got benched. Michael Hardman just left. And everyone else is just kind of an okay guy. I think Boyd is easily the second best wideout pass catcher even on the team.
Yeah, I think Lazard is going to play again and more when
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. But I think the trio of Wilson, Boyd, and Lazard, that's not going to be the greatest show on turf or anything. But
pretty solid.
That's pretty nice. And Boyd, who knows what he can be? He can be like a heck of a deal if he maintains the efficiency that he's had with that number 3 role with Cincinnati and the number 2 role in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually really like this. I don't think he's going to cost much.
This would be a very good offseason haul for the Jets. A left tackle because their offensive line isn't very good, and then another pass catcher who's more talented than what they had.
Listen, remember how excited I was about the Jets last year?
I do.
Yep.
I was very excited.
On this show,
They were going to be in the Super Bowl or in the AFC title game. It's kind of calmed down a little bit, mostly because Aaron Rodgers is a year older and
Achilles injury.
coming off an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
But Breece Hall's back and healthy. That could pay huge dividends. Now another full year off that.
Breece Hall, who didn't win the comeback player of the year.
No, who won it?
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
And what did he miss last year?
He came back from just being really bad at football.
Oh, okay, got you. That's what a story. What a legend. Fucking Joe Flacco, dude. Breece Hall should have won the damn award.
Let's move on here. The Commanders are signing veteran tight end, my boy, Philly legend, Lions legend, Zach Ertz. 1-year deal, reuniting with Cliff Kingsbury, who he played for in Arizona.
I just hate this with all my heart.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, I do get it. They're going to bring in a young quarterback. He's exactly what you want with a young quarterback. He's going to be a calming presence in the huddle. He's sure set of hands.
Yep.
Absolutely no yak.
No.
Like, he just gets tackled as soon as he catches the ball.
Even in the prime of his career, he was always kind of just a pass catcher and then
Not
fall
happening.
down. Yeah, these kind of legends, I hate when they do this at the end of the career. They just go to whoever team wants them, and then now you get to see Ertz in a Commanders jersey, and then it's just gonna be awkward and weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
That team's gonna have zero relevance next year.
Some of these Eagle legends. So we just saw Jason Kelsey retire, and his last 6 years of his career, he was an All-Pro.
Yeah,
Like his last 6 years, he goes out on top. He's healthy, at the top of his game, the top of his position. He retires on his own terms. I think that's so cool and so much better as opposed to Zach Ertz jumping around team to team, jumping on the Lions, didn't even get in the game. Jason Peters playing guard for the Cowboys.
then he was on the
guard for the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, yeah, he was.
I'd rather, I can't speak as the athlete. They're trying to prolong the career. They're also getting paid a couple million to prolong the career. But to me, when I specifically a legend, like a legend of the franchise and the team that I love, I like to see him retire on his own terms. Even though like Jason Kelly could definitely come back next year and be like the best center in the league. That could happen again. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, Kelsey even mentioned Ertz in his big old speech that, how he was a big presence for the whole city of Philadelphia. That now he has to go to the Commanders and just I don't like it because he's not gonna be relevant. Because the Commanders aren't gonna be relevant next year.
You're just gonna forget he's on the team.
He's there. He actually,
also, I don't know why you go from Logan Thomas to Zach Ertz. Like, they're pretty much the same guy.
They're pretty much the same guy at this point. Yeah, they're probably the same guy. Logan Thomas is probably better, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Is there a guy, Gabe, on the Packers that you hope that he doesn't drag on his career and go play for the Bears, or go play the Vikings, go play for the Falcons?
Bakhtiari.
Well, Bakhtiari.
It'd be Bakhtiari. But I would love to see him go to the Jets and play with Aaron Rodgers.
Bakhtiari, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's a little different, right? Because he's playing with his boy.
He's playing with
it's
his
almost
boy.
like Gronk going to Tampa Bay to play with Brady.
But I don't think that's really good for Aaron Rodgers because, as much as, Aaron Rodgers is older, he's coming off that Achilles injury. Not like Bakhtiari has been, the Iron Man himself in recent years. So to say that Aaron Rodgers needs some lineman help, well, yeah, let's add a little bit of that. He needs healthy lineman help.
Do you the Packers have anyone on the team right now who's like drafted with the Packers, has been playing for a while now, retirement's on the horizon, and you don't want to see like him bounce around the league?
Aaron Jones.
Ooh, that's a good one. He's a Packer.
He's a Packer.
I remember we came out of UConn.
Through and through.
I thought that guy
No.
was a stud. He's out of UConn.
No, El Paso.
Is he?
Yeah. Yep. That's why he wears this.
Sombrero?
Sombrero and everything. Yep.
Yeah. AJ, you have an Eagle that you don't want to see bounce around?
It's Zach Ertz, man.
Yeah.
This sucks. I love Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Like, when I really started getting into football, that was like his rookie year.
Right.
I remember we had Brent Selleck, drafted Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
And it just the natural him taking over the starting position. And to see him go to a division rival like this, and it's just like you said, like, you're just going to forget he's on that team.
Yeah. Like these last years of his career. I remember Zach Ertz just big catch after big catch in that Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Just
that diving catch.
He had a touchdown.
converting fourth down on the big drive.
Yep,
Touchdown.
he caught it, ran it about 5-10 yards, dove, flipped into the end zone.
Almost fumbling on that play.
Yeah.
Just scaring the hell out of me. I mean, so see him wearing 83 for the Lions, just like, God.
Yeah.
What is happening?
But, hey, man, go get your money. Go get your contract. But it just sucks. That's for the Commanders.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with a lot more news. Bear back. Okay, we're back here. Let's get into Tony Pollard reportedly taking less money if it means staying with the Cowboys. There's going to be but This guy a year ago looked like,
Franchise guy.
yeah, he was going to get the bag.
Yeah, I think he gets the David Montgomery deal, 3-year, 18.
Oh, he'd be so lucky to get that.
Yeah.
That was the biggest deal handed out last year.
Yeah, him.
No, besides the Miles Sanders one.
Miles Sanders got a little bit more, but I think he gets 3-year, 18.
I don't think he gets
2-year,
anything close to that.
Or
I think he gets like 2 years, 6.
Damn, man. This guy should have cashed in last year, man.
Yeah, he just wasn't good.
Yeah.
And he answered. So the question's always with these guys, as their usage goes up, will their efficiency stay the same? And his just dropped.
Yeah.
Losing touches to Rico Dowdle, is that his name?
Yeah.
Like, it was just really bad.
Yeah, and I think the injury kind of took a bigger toll than people thought.
Was it a broken leg?
A broken leg, so I really didn't think so, but it might just be the efficiency. He also switched out coordinators, so that might have been a issue. I would like to see him be reunited in L.A.
No.
I'm sorry,
With the coordinator?
with Philly.
There you go.
There you go. I was about to say
Yep.
I was a year behind. He goes to Philly.
What's that idiot's name?
God?
I can't remember his name. I remember his stupid punchable face.
Kellen
Kellen Moore.
Moore,
Gosh,
yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Kellen Moore brought out the best of Tony
Yeah.
Pollard. If the Eagles want to kind of reunite, kind of get a little bit of magic in that backfield, not a bad choice there.
Tony Pollard missing the first wave and the second wave and hanging around is the most Howie Roseman move ever.
Yep.
And getting him on like a 2-year, $6 million deal, that's the most Howie Roseman thing ever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd take him. I'd take a shot. I mean, put him in the rotation. It's similar to Swift last year. You know, he was kind of coming off a year where he didn't exactly tear it up, and he was a lot of questions about him.
Yeah, I think someone, if he doesn't stay with Dallas, might get a deal here, like for him. And what if he comes back to what he was? What if they use him the right way in a different team? Oh my God.
God, Philly's so much fun with the running back room. Even the rumors are just so much fun to be a Philly fan.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez, man.
Well,
And you really know how it's going to play out because, like, Rashad Penny last year didn't get a single snap.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he tries and he does it every year, even the rumored guys and the guys he brings in, it's just always like, we're going to hit it somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I love it.
Like the year before Trey Sermon, I kind of thought, like, dude, he's going to take over. Didn't get a single snap. We got one snap for 19 yards.
Yep.
And that's it. And then he tore it up last year with Indy. But, I mean, who knows? He's going to get someone. It's going to be some kind of deal. It's going to be an upside deal. It's going to be incentive laden. He just doesn't hang his hat on running backs. It's just, he won't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't think he does it here. But, I mean, maybe at the end of the free agency period, we'll see.
A little bit, what's it called, bargain hunting?
Yeah, that's what he does. Howie Rosen is the guy who goes shopping at the grocery store and has a coupon for everything.
Annoying,
Yeah.
Has
For
a
an
coupon
apple.
for
Holding up the
everything.
line.
For an apple.
I will
Yeah.
save money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. Josina Anderson dropping this bomb. She seems to have a relationship with Odell Beckham. She always that's not what I mean, but you never know.
You never know.
Odell Beckham.
She's a handsome woman.
Okay, we'll move. I'm not going to touch it. She thinks that the Chiefs, 49ers, Jets, Rams, or possibly the Ravens, good landing spots for OBJ, who we have established is washed.
What a vague statement. That means half the league might be involved in the potential.
No, I mean those are very clearly Super Bowl type contenders.
You liked OBJ with Kansas City, though, right?
I think that's the kind of guy they need to add.
I was going to say
Just
the
as like a
Chiefs-
third or fourth
Yep,
receiver.
Chiefs is a good spot.
Instead of throwing it to Sky Moore, like OBJ's right there.
Yeah.
He's smart.
He didn't get a lot of separation in the playoffs. He really didn't do well.
Yeah. Well,
In
that's
Baltimore.
Andy Reid's specialty is scheming people open.
Yeah. I think he'll be nice against Rashee Rice. He's not as good as Rashee Rice now.
If Andy Reid can get MVS that open, he can get anyone open.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That guy sucks.
MVS might not be in on the team next year.
Yeah. He's going to go from catching the game-winning pass in the Super Bowl to being a free agent
Or
late in the year.
Or playing in Canada with
Any
Paxton
chance
Lynch.
he's going back with the
Shame on him, too, dude. You play with Rodgers and Mahomes, and now you're going to be a free agent toward the end of your career? Come on, man.
Listen, he caught the game-winning catch in the Super Bowl. No one can take that from him.
Or
He
goes
did,
back
he did.
To, goes back to Aaron. Papa Aaron. With the Jets.
You might as well just go to the
Cheap
Jets.
1-year deal.
It happened.
Every Packer goes there.
Kansas City Chiefs, they tagged, if you remember, Jerry Sneed and are looking to trade him. According to someone, they have had 7 teams reach out to them about Jerry Sneed. I believe it. He's a stud.
I believe it, too.
He's a stallion.
Yeah.
Of these teams, Angel, where do you want to see him go?
Okay, Vikings, Colts, Panthers, Patriots, Lions. Sorry. Lions. Lions desperately need someone like this.
What a fit for the Lions.
God, because last year they
Cam Sutton.
Cam Sutton got absolutely cooked in the whole playoff series,
Yeah.
especially against the Rams.
It was like every big play.
Yeah.
Cam Sutton was trailing by at least 3 yards.
I think the Lions, if they want to be in the next tier of football teams, get you a Sneed, sign up for whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's about my favorite spot. For
Overpay for him.
Yeah, overpay.
Super Bowl champ. Obviously, elite, all pro last year.
Yeah.
Like elite as his
Yeah.
his position is the kind of guy who's not going to be afraid to take on the other team's best receiver.
Yeah.
In that division, that means Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams. I mean, those kind of guys.
Yeah,
so
this is my favorite spot for him.
yeah, I like that too. The Bears, big one happening today, baby. Let's talk a little Bears. We haven't talked Bears in a while.
Yeah.
The Bears and Pro Bowl cornerback Jaylon Johnson finalizing a 4-year, $76 million deal. I think about almost 50 of that was guaranteed.
Yeah.
Get paid, bro. Get the bag.
I believe he's the 4th highest cornerback pay-wise in the league now. They bring back Jaylon Johnson, cornerstone of that defense that played so damn well last year. If you're a Packer fan, Gabe, you shaking in your boots?
I mean, hey, look, I want the Bears to be good. I want it.
We don't believe that. No one believes
You don't have to believe me
that.
if you don't want to.
I'm for sportsmanship.
I want our division to be good, and for the longest time, the Lions were bad, the Bears were bad, and the Vikings were kind of the only team. So I like this. I think it's good for our whole division.
Yeah. I mean, he avoids the franchise tag, which is nice because you hate to see a pissed off star player going into his prime. He gets the respect he deserves as far as like the money and like from that team. Like the Bears were used to them messing this kind of thing up.
Yeah.
They keep the guy. They brought in Montez Sweat. They brought in the linebackers last year. They're building what could be a dominant
They
defense.
have some players on that defense. God almighty. Like you could have that team playmakers in every single level.
Yeah, if only they can get a quarterback right.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
That's the one thing looming here.
But besides that, defensively, Eberflus has all the pieces he needs to run a good, effective defense.
The number is $43.8 million guaranteed, $28 million in the first year. Just massive money for Jaylon Johnson, capitalizing. They got, not to mention Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie on the other side, also very good. They let go of Eddie Jackson, but they still got Kyler Gordon.
Kyler Gordon. They have Brisker back there. They
That's
have
what
those
I'm
two
thinking of.
linebackers. Yeah, they have a very young core of DBs back there.
So there's a lot of talk about that number one overall pick, right?
Yeah.
That number 9 pick, if you can land a Dallas Turner there.
I was about to say.
The edge rusher out of Bama or
pair him
the,
with Sweat.
Edge rusher out of UCLA, Latu. If you get land one of those guys and really just cap off that defense, look out. Look out, Packers.
Okay, now you're starting to make me a little nervous now.
That Bears defense might be back. Back to where they were with Urlacher, with the 85. It might be back to that kind of level because they're on paper, dude. They're young, they're fast, and they all got signed.
So we have a registered Packers owner here. Gabe, let's go to you.
Yeah.
Best cornerback in the NFC North, Jair Alexander or Jaylon Johnson?
Jair Alexander.
Jeez, I'm sure that is.
Oh, yeah.
Jair Alexander.
Okay.
Best trash talker in the league.
Next topic. Here we go.
Best corner in the league.
Team captain?
Team captain. Not the best team captain.
Self-appointed team captain.
I don't have nothing.
I don't care that the Packers were pissed. That was awesome.
That was freaking hilarious.
That was awesome. We're talking about when he assigned himself as a team captain, walked out to the middle.
Like the boys are with me.
Yeah, and that was the
boys are not. We're not
I
with
love too how his explanation was, "I'm from Carolina." It's like, bro.
I bet the coach just didn't know.
I thought it was cool.
The guys had my back.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Jair.
They really went after him too. He didn't play the next week.
Suspended him.
Yeah, and that was a must-win game for us too.
Yeah,
against the Vikings.
There's some rumors about him moving on maybe this offseason.
Yeah, those kind of happened last offseason too. So I don't know.
I never know.
I hope he stays.
One defensive back that's going to stay where he's at. That's Tyrann Mathieu getting a 2-year, $13 million deal from the Saints, who are just going to be blah for
just
the
about
foreseeable
average.
future.
I don't get what they're doing, and I don't get why they signed
Everything about them is just
average,
just plain white yogurt.
Just boring.
Yeah, it's just they got either coach. Yeah, they're Brian Allen. What's his name? B. Allen.
Yeah.
Him, Derek Carr, who just apparently everyone hates him.
Yeah, there was
We're gonna get to it in a little bit. Michael Thomas just going off on all of it.
Yeah.
What's new?
Get Chris Olave out of there.
I do agree with that.
Get him out of there.
They keep just signing these old veterans, and like they're just as good as when they were 28. Cameron Jordan is going to be 34.
Cameron Jordan's still there.
Demar Davis is going to be 36. And Tyrann Mathieu is well into his 30s. And these are the pillars of your defense.
They're trying to we don't rebuild, we retool.
Yeah,
Like they're still like
in
their minds, they're just coming fresh off the Drew Brees years.
Yep. Sean Payton's still there with Drew Brees and all those boys. No, it's not the same, man.
Tyrann Mathieu's okay, and I guess it's someone you hold on to. There's a couple safeties available this year that maybe could have been an upgrade, but they're sticking with Tyrann Mathieu.
I wonder if they signed him to a deal where it's easily tradable at the deadline.
13 mil? I mean, it's the kind of guy maybe.
Yeah, maybe
Eagles have fleeced them. A couple
even
times
though
last
these
couple years.
safeties, there's ton of safeties in the free agency. I'm not sure if he gets moved as.
Falcons tight end or former Falcons tight end now Jonnu Smith, just best friend of Arthur Smith. Jonnu Smith, big fan over there. I'm surprised the Steelers didn't sign him. But he's going to go to the Dolphins, 2-year, $10 million. Dolphins scored a lot of points and losing the first round of the playoffs. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins, if he moves on from the Vikings, according to Pro Football Talk, it will have no impact on Justin Jefferson signing there long term. This is the question we've had. Is it going to piss off Justin Jefferson enough to force his way out of Minnesota if he doesn't get his guy to stay?
God, I hope so.
I bet you do.
Weren't you just saying that you want the NFC North to be good?
I want us all to be good.
Yeah, I hope he gets out of there. Yeah.
He's like next generation good, though. He's really good.
Yeah, he has to be a hard one to have in your division.
Yeah,
Like, that has to be a nightmare.
Yeah, I think the Vikings need to do whatever they can to sign this guy.
I mean, Kirk Cousins, if he moves on, it's going to – I mean, I don't know where they're going at quarterback because they don't have a good pick unless they're going to move up.
They can move up a little bit, but
The market seems to be just drying up around Justin Fields, or unless that's people just maneuvering.
And I don't know if the Bears would trade him to the Vikings. That's another thing, too. So
Yeah.
you're out of that kind of realm.
And there's really not anyone else available that you want to stay. Like, you're not going to go get
Russell Wilson's
Tannehill.
available.
Oh.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. There's really not anyone else available that's going to be like
Russ.
very good. Russ is going to check down a lot. To
Let him
whatever-
cook. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Hawkinson.
Yeah, Hawk will have a
But he's not
year.
throwing the ball down to Jefferson.
Nope.
Not
Too
a
scary.
chance.
Too scary.
Another guard getting paid in L.A. This guy really getting paid. 3 years, $48 million.
Heck yeah.
32 in guarantees. The big man. Listen, safeties may be getting cut. Guards getting paid.
Yeah, linemen are still important in this league. He had a fantastic bounce back year for them. Part of the reason why they had a good running game was because of him and Havenstein being on the right side. I love this. This is great. And I love this guy. Redemption story. He was kind of a journeyman lineman prior to this. Found a home in L.A. and now, look, and to live in L.A., you need every bit of that $48 million. So good for you,
So
man.
taking home around $24 million, right, after taxes.
Yeah.
About half of that.
Half of that's gone. Half of that's
10% to the agent.
into the city of L.A. to do absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Here
Right.
we go.
Let's get to the Bills. The Bills had a hell of a day. All right, we have a lot to cover about the Bills. I
Yep.
saved it all for last. The Bills just completely turned the page. Not only are their fans' fingers falling off, now they're losing players. Jordan Poyer cut.
Mm-hmm.
That surprised the hell out of me. Jordan Poyer cut. Micah Hyde already a free agent, former Packer legend. An era, and it really is an era in Bills history. Those two at the back end of that defense has been a staple. Both of them free agents now. And they signed their replacement the day after, or the same day. Taylor Rapp.
Yep.
Taylor Rapp gets a 3-year, $14.5 million deal. Let's go through all their moves real quick here. They signed Mitch Trubisky. So
Nice. Mitch the bitch.
Yep. Not even gonna. Mitch Trubisky, or as Angel says, Mitch the B. And then they release another big-time Bills secondary guy here in Tre'Davious White.
Yeah. This
At one point, one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
And then just injuries have piled up for this guy. You kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah, not as big as a salary cap like relief as I thought it would be. So
Yeah.
they were $40 million over the cap. They released all these guys. They're still over the cap.
Yeah.
This was a terrible day for the people who, and I'm this guy sometimes, who say the cap isn't real.
Yeah.
This is a bad day because many people got cut because the cap was all too real for their team. Tre'Davious White cut. Go, Keyway. Yeah, so here's what happened today for the Bills. Released Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, are released Micah Hyde. 3 starters in the secondary. Released Mitch Morse after trading away Ryan Bates.
Yeah.
So 2 linemen gone. Deontay Hardy, who's a special teamer, and a couple other special teamers. Naheem Hines getting released after non-football injury, kept him out all year last year. Tough break for him.
Yeah. Wasn't he the one who slipped on the sideline or something and he got...
No, he got hurt doing something like away from the
Yeah,
football field.
yeah,
I forgot what it
yeah.
was.
Jet ski. He was
Oh,
riding
yeah.
a jet ski.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Damn jet ski.
Damn.
A black,
ski
a
won.
black dude on a jet ski?
I mean, if you got money like that.
I don't know. Jet skis, currently jet skis winning.
Certain things we stay away from.
Yeah. Maybe a jet ski.
Von Miller, Rasul Douglas not cut, but they get their contracts adjusted.
Attaboy
Von
Vaughn.
Miller still,
Still kicking around
he's
there.
the one.
It's probably such an untradeable, uncuttable contract that gave him. You can't cut him.
Yeah, so this is, I'm not going to go through the rest of them here, but the Bills turning the page,
Yeah.
but yet they're in a retool situation. They're
Yeah.
not in a rebuild. Josh Allen is, in my estimation, the top 2-3 quarterback in the league.
Well in his prime.
Definitely can win a Super Bowl with him. So you got to rebuild fast here. I expect them to be way more active in the draft than in free agency because they just don't have the money.
Yep.
But they have a lot of holes to fill here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see this team next year and how they shape out next year.
Josh Allen pulling up on the Bills facility. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
Yep.
Just Allen pulling up and all his friends are gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's not a new era, just a little bit of a rebrand for Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean,
because the problem in Buffalo was Taylor Rapp and Micah Hyde. Now problem solved. Problem solved. Yeah. Problem solved.
I don't know what you do with them. Like, you don't have the money to replace the guys.
I mean, the head coach stayed.
That you let go. The head coach is staying.
Joe Brady was a big get for them. I don't know. They confuse me sometimes.
I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
Or if they just try to run it back with what they have now and hit it on the draft.
Maybe Damar Hamlin can get some playing time. I was being serious. Maybe he gets some playing time.
Come back. He might win Comeback Player of the Year this year.
Yeah, because he came back from something.
He came last year. Coming back.
Yeah. Last year he was coming back. This year he's going to make it all the way back from coming back last year.
So he's double back. Got you.
Glad he's alive.
Yep.
Glad he's here with us.
Glad he's yep.
So let's look at this. Let's look at this safety. This safety list here. A lot of safeties cut today. A lot of safeties hitting the market. What's up?
You can talk about my guy, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's going to be on top of the list here.
Okay.
Justin Simmons released today by the Broncos. I'm gonna let you cook. How you feel about it?
Devastated. Absolutely devastated. Justin Simmons was our Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for 6 years straight.
Wow.
Huge part of the Denver community. Huge part of our Denver defense. The only remaining piece, I think now the longest tenured Bronco is like I think now it's just Garrett Bowles is the last. It's just Sean Payton's cleaning house. I hate this, but the cap money makes sense. This is the Russell Wilson effect. Big dead cap money, so we have to cut players like this. He's the top safety available.
Yeah, he's 30, so he's not young enough. I think for a lot of teams, but if you need a piece, he's so good. He's an All-Pro the last 4 out of 5 years.
Yeah. Last year, second team All-Pro. He's just a very good safety, very underrated. And whatever team he goes to, he's about to get a legitimate team player on and off the field. I love this guy.
A lot of speculation to the Eagles. Last time he was an All-Pro was with Vic Fangio.
Yep.
His DB coach, now the DB coach in Philly.
Yep.
So a lot of smoke to the Eagles. I saw a report that already said that they're going to be one of the teams interested. We'll see. We do need to spend money at the safety position. I would love Justin Simmons. I don't care that he's 30. I think he's just fine.
Yep.
I think Howie's going to be looking younger, but Justin Simmons is going to be a stud no matter where he goes.
I think 30 is not that big of a deal. Safeties are aging a little better now.
Yeah, let's be clear. They didn't cut him because of age. They cut him because of the money.
Yeah, the money.
He can still very much play, and he's going to.
Yeah.
It's so surprising.
It's so sweet that we cut an All-Pro and we didn't get anything back for him. That's awesome.
I'll sound Angel. This reminds me a little bit. I'm getting some Chip Kelly vibes here, where the big dog comes in, takes over, cleans house, and then I had to watch Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, and LaShawn McCoy just ball out for other teams.
Yeah. I'm just sitting back and hoping that George Payton, the GM of the Denver Broncos, knows what the hell he's doing.
Yikes. Okay, we're back. We're going to finish up the news here. The Chiefs are bringing back Super Bowl hero, out of nowhere linebacker starter. Remember, they struggled with injuries a couple times. Drew Tranquil. I always want to say Tranquil.
Yeah.
He's re-signing here. 3 years, $19 million, 13 guaranteed is not nothing.
Yeah, he's a pretty good. He's like a tier 2 linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a tier 2 linebacker, but I think at times a tier 1 linebacker in that system.
Yeah,
he's a perfect fit for
and he's also very, very smart for staying there. That's very smart of him.
Oh, fantastic.
Why would I leave Spags? Why would I leave Andy Reid? Why would I leave Patrick Mahomes?
I got him and Bolton in the middle of that defense, which people still forget was maybe the best defense in the league last year.
Yep.
So they'll lose Sneed, but they bring back Tranquil. They'll probably lose Jones, so they gotta make some moves as well.
Yeah.
But I have all confidence that they will. Andy Reid.
Yep.
And balling.
Yep.
Let's move on here. This is absolutely insane. Dolphins, Chiefs fans are next level for being at that playoff game. Many fans who suffered frostbite at that Dolphins-Chiefs game, the first round of the playoffs. Dolphins lost. Chiefs, of course, won. Many of them being recommended for amputation.
Oh, my God.
Amputation. 70% of the frostbite patients affected by recent extreme cold in the Kansas City area are being recommended for amputations.
It's all fun and games. You have to chop off a fucking
Do we have
finger.
a picture of the finger? We don't.
No.
I mean, these fingers are disgusting.
I don't want to see them. Don't put them on the show.
You got to imagine this is much worse for a Dolphins fan than a Chiefs fan.
Do we have pictures of this?
I'm looking at a picture of it.
I would love to see a picture of this. That's insane.
You do that privately.
You got to imagine this is much harder for a Dolphins fan because you lost.
Yeah.
Like I went there, they lost, and now I have to
chop it up.
No,
I have the proof.
and now I have this to always remember.
You got there for it. Hey, go Dolphins.
But Chiefs, I mean, this is kind of a badge of honor.
Yeah.
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 When did you lose your finger, Grandpa? Oh, let me tell you, son.
I'll tell you, son.
Let me tell you a little thing about a story of a man named Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I lose a finger for an Eagles Super Bowl.
I lose a finger for Broncos Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Well,
Would you lose a
scratch
finger?
that.
All my fingers.
Oh dear. Wow. We're only asking for
All
one.
my
Gabe.
fingers. Nope.
We're only asking for one. But yeah,
I want to win a Super Bowl so bad.
Yeah.
Packers owner. Did I mention?
Yeah.
Packers owner back there. AJ, are you losing your
Which finger?
finger for a?
Where are you going there, man?
Easy.
How far are you taking lost appendages?
Oof.
There's something to think about.
I can think of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. It's definitely off season. We're talking about frostbite. Let's wrap up this show. If you're still watching here, let's talk about your Broncos here. We spent a lot of time on Russell Wilson. Benjamin Albright here with maybe some light at the end of the tunnel for you. Okay, he says I suspect the Denver Broncos will have a new quarterback on their roster rather soon. He said it's at 3:19 p.m. Today. Still nothing's happened. If you had to guess, who is he talking about?
Well, I have a feeling it's Justin Fields. Just because maybe we're thinking maybe Sean Payton doesn't like the quarterbacks that are going to be available to him in the teens. Maybe they trade a second round pick next year, a first round. I'll give a first round pick right now. We have the number 12 pick. I'll give it up right now for Justin Fields.
I love Justin Fields to the Broncos. I think you give Sean Payton a quarterback he believes in.
Yep.
I
His
think
guy.
You give Justin Fields someone who believes in him.
Yep.
Builds an offense around him. I think that could be a good marriage. You also heard stories of the combine of players talking about their meeting with the Broncos and Sean Payton. It maybe not the best terms, maybe a little bit.
Yep.
He's going to be too old school for a lot of these Gen Z quarterbacks.
Well, Fields is a very Gen Z quarterback, but no, Fields needs a guy who loves him, who wants him there.
And Fields has also shown to have a tough skin.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, like the Bears just treated him like crap last couple of years, and
Yeah.
he's kind of just dealt with it. I love that. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's my dream. So if that happens, I wake up tomorrow morning and that happens, I'm going to personally thank Benjamin Albright.
You know how I know Angel's serious about a dream when he stops talking about it out of superstition. You know what I'm saying? When like he won't bring Justin Fields to the Broncos up too much because he doesn't want to jinx it.
Yep. Same reason when these quarterbacks during the draft during the combine, I was like, I'm not talking ill about any of them.
Yeah, that's why
you might draft one of them.
You refuse to critique JJ McCarthy so far.
Yeah,
because he might be a Bronco.
I was like, he's good, and then that's all I'll say. Yeah, no, because I just a little, I just don't want to jinx it.
A very interesting story though. Speaking of Justin Fields, coming out from Mr. Wesley Steinberg out of Chicago, a friend of the show. Bears very close to trade number 1 overall pick, which had been previously off limits. Chicago have pivoted their plans after a lack of interest in Justin Fields. Ryan Poles has been offered a generational haul of picks that could transform the franchise. I'm assuming that means in exchange for the number 1 overall pick. We haven't heard this yet.
Opposing stories here.
Yeah.
Benjamin Albright saying
He's not saying Fields.
Yeah. We don't really know.
So I looked at this guy. I looked at Wesley Steinberg. I'm like, hey, how legit is this guy? He's a Bears beat writer, so he's in the building.
Okay.
I'm sure has real sources. This story, if I was a Bears fan, this would scare me. You can't. How are you pivoting now? Like in my mind, how do you not know what you're gonna do with Justin Fields after 3 years?
Yeah.
Like why now? You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen him on the field, you've seen him play, you've had him in the coaching, in the quarterback room. You've had your hands you cannot be going back and forth now.
And if they mess this up and Caleb Williams turns out to be like Patrick Mahomes,
That too. Like, are you going to pass on Caleb Williams because you're not going to get enough
I think
for
if a
Justin
team
Fields?
offers them 4 first-round picks, I think they're just going to take it.
Well, wait a minute. If you offer me 4 first-round picks, I might take it.
Because
Because normally it's like 2 or 3. So I'm guessing a generational haul would be 4 first-round picks, or maybe a conditional, like 3 first-round picks, and then like a conditional first that could be a second.
If you're a Bears fan, and pretty much at this point, I think most people would believe that Justin Fields is not his plan A.
Yeah.
Like his plan A was Caleb Williams, trade Justin Fields. That's kind of how we've seen it.
The plan B would be Fields. Yeah.
But he got offered a bunch for the first overall pick.
He's like,
so he's going to keep Fields. Like, how do you feel with that as a fan? Like, okay, well, we kept the guy we didn't want.
And also, I wouldn't feel good if I'm Fields. Like, so the plan B just happened to be me.
Right.
Well, the fans want him for sure.
Oh, the fans love him.
Yeah, the fans want. So I think the fans would be fine with that. It would be more the front office that would.
The fans love him. The players love him. His receivers love him.
Yep.
Like, everyone loves him except for Ryan Poles.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the guy who's making the decision.
What the hell, Ryan?
Yeah, maybe Angel has it right though with those 4 picks. You get those 4 picks. You build around them.
If that's the case, you got 4 first-round picks in there. Then
you get something nice from him.
It's malpractice not taking that.
I think if that happens, you pair this news with the signing of a long-term deal for Justin Fields. You show him like, okay, we're committed to you long-term. So much stuff with this.
These rumors are just wild.
Yep.
Like these guys are such liars. Like everyone's just lying right now.
Yep.
And we're gonna talk about it because we can't discern what's a lie or not. But it's really fun for us. But all these guys are just. You gotta understand why players get so mad.
Yeah.
Seeing these stories come out about them, it's just like God, a bunch of slimy.
Freaking love it
suits.
though. Yeah, and then watch them all be wrong. Watch them all be wrong when it comes to like when it actually happens.
Yeah.
Watch them all be wrong.
At this point, I have no idea what's happening with Fields.
No,
I just have no idea.
There's so much like competing stories and by all good sources.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, let's talk about this next one. The Steelers, a team that we thought Fields was going to go to. Like, there's some real smoke there. They're apparently interested in Russell Wilson. Going to meet with him before free agency starts, so this could happen fast.
He's an upgrade over Pickett, though.
I could 100% see them bringing in Russell Wilson in a backup role.
Wow.
Quote-unquote backup role, giving Kenny Pickett one more chance with new and improved offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. Kenny Pickett inevitably losing that job.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson coming in, and I mean, where are you on Russell Wilson's Steelers?
Who?
Are they a playoff team?
They're a playoff team this year.
Right, but I'm talking about next year with Russell Wilson. Are they a playoff team?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that team's very well built. I like Tomlin on the team. I think Russell Wilson's better than Pickett, and Pickett got them to a 10-7 record.
Yeah.
I think they're back in the playoffs. I'm not sure if they're winning anything.
Yeah.
But I think he's a definite upgrade.
I don't think there's a chance in hell they make the playoffs with Russell Wilson.
Really?
I mean, you got Joe Burrow coming back in the division.
Yep.
The Browns are going to be healthy again. The Ravens have the MVP and are just going to get better. Like, how are they making the playoffs? They're not going to win a division.
LA.
Yeah, Harbaugh. Yeah, the wild card race is going to be insane.
Sean Payton and Denver.
Sean Payton in Denver.
With Justin Fields.
Yep. With Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how he makes the playoffs with Russell Wilson in that AFC. Like, it's going to be a gauntlet next year.
Yeah, I just have more faith in Steelers, I think, than you do. I love that team. I think that defense is solid. The offense have weapons. Arthur Smith is kind of a downer, but
Mr. Unlimited.
yeah, he's an odd fit for the city of Pittsburgh.
He's an odd fit anywhere.
Yeah,
Like, where is he a good fit?
I don't know.
What's like a real cheesy? I guess Denver.
Jeez, man. Come on.
Green Bay.
Denver, Green Bay. Yeah,
Green Bay.
he would do well in Green Bay.
I'm not
He
gonna lie,
would score well on the approval card.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Green Bay's the type of city they wouldn't mind having him over for dinner.
Oh, no. Come right over, Russ.
And Russ would wear like sweater vest or some
Yes.
shit. Yeah, sweater
Yeah.
vest.
A Badger,
Yeah.
right?
Some penny loafers.
He was a Badger.
Wisconsin
So,
Badger.
yeah.
He was.
Oh, he was a Badger, yeah.
Go home, man.
I can't see Sierra being over for dinner. Just
No.
wearing something crazy.
See, I was like, why?
No.
What is
He
this
would
place?
definitely have to leave her.
Yeah, I'd be like, Russ, we love you. We absolutely adore you.
We don't like her.
wife.
My son has never seen that.
And
What your wife is wearing.
It's a bad example for what we got going on here.
That's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us for episode 101. We'll be back on Monday. We're
Quick
gonna
update.
Yeah,
Jake Paul, 27. 30-year age difference.
27 versus 57.
When
And Gabe's picking 57.
I'm picking 57, baby.
I'll take Iron Mike, baby.
See you Monday.
Bye.